space, the final frontier.
One small step for man,
to boldly go where no man has gone before.
one giant leap for mankind.
Captain's log, stardate 0715.2011. We've searched the entire solar system for the answers to my question. How did the universe come to be? Did God create it, or did it evolve? We have discovered many truths that lead me to believe the creation is true and evolution is false. But some doubts remain. People, perhaps the earth will give the evidence to remove all my doubts.
Sir, I have a question for you.
Yes, Clewlis 3PO?
What kind of songs do planets like to sing?
This isn't one of your silly jokes again, is it?
Planets like to sing Neptunes. Get it? Neptunes?
Your jokes prove that you didn't have an intelligent designer.
What planet has the most jewelry? Saturn. Just look at all its rings.
That's what you get when a planet tells a joke.
Sir, are you convinced yet that what the Bible says about creation is actually true?
Well, I really want to believe it, Clewlis, but I'm still having my doubts.
Maybe it would help us if we review what we've learned so far this week.
Well, maybe you're right. First, we went to the moon. Nothing but rocks and dust.
Yes, but that dust was only a few inches deep, and that indicates that the moon is only a few thousand years old, not several million.
Next was Mars, a planet that man can live on someday, but just not now.
A planet like Mars proves that a planet like Earth was especially designed by somebody for man to live on.
And then the sun, which is on average approximately 93 million miles away from the Earth.
The perfect distance. Any closer and we burn up, any further away and we freeze. That didn't happen by accident.
Then it was Pluto.
Poor Pluto.
Pluto was thought to be 400 times bigger than it actually is. Scientists believed wrong information for 50 years.
That proves that just calling it science doesn't make it true.
We've looked at the stars and realized that man can't even count the number.
But God not only can count the stars, he knows the name of every star. That's how awesome God is. What more proof could you need?
I don't know. Well, here we are, Clewlis. Earth, prepare for the landing.
You are now free to move about the cabin.
Clewlis! Clewis! Are you all right?
I think so. I think so, sir, but I've damaged some of my circuits. I'm afraid I'm going to need some major repairs.
Repairs? Oh. Well, I don't... What am I going to do without you?
You think that you could fix me, sir?
Oh, no, Clewis. I might know how to fly a spaceship, but I don't know a thing when it comes to fixing robots. I'm going to have to take you back to the factory where you're made. I'm never going to find the answer.
Wait a second, sir. Maybe this is the answer.
There you go again, Clewis. What are you talking about?
Well, look at me. I may tell bad jokes, but you can tell somebody smart made me just by looking at me.
Well, of course. And a plant store just didn't blow up and there you appeared. There were a lot of people that worked on you.
Sir, wiggle your fingers for me.
Okay.
Now, when you just did that, Your ears heard what I said, and your brain captured that sound and sent a signal through your nervous system to the muscles in your arm, which contracted to pull on the tendons, which in turn pulled on the muscles to cause your fingers to wiggle in that fashion. That didn't just happen by accident, and that's more complicated than any circuitry that I may contain.
So, what's your point?
My point is, if you can tell somebody smart made me just by looking at me, why can't you tell that somebody smart had to have made you?
But what about all those scientists that say we just evolved over millions of years?
The Bible says in Psalm 139:14, I will praise thee, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Sir, you are all the proof you need that God did indeed create the universe. And you don't have to go to outer space to find answers to your questions. God has given you a book with all the answers. It's called the Bible.
You're right, Clewlis. You're right. You're right, Clewlis. You're right. Huh? What? Oh. It was only a dream. Man. I can't believe it was only a dream. I no longer have any doubts about creation. I've got to call Clewlis.
Hello, Clewlis McChee speaking.
Clewlis, I have no doubts about God, about creation and how God created the universe anymore.
Well, that was fast. What happened?
Well, I had a dream, and I was the captain of a spaceship, and you were a robot. And we just traveled the galaxy looking for the answers. And
where all did we go, sir?
Well, we went to Mars, and the sun, and Pluto.
Poor Pluto.
What?
Poor Pluto. It's not a planet anymore. In August of 2006, it was officially declared a trans-Neptunian object, or more commonly referred to as a dwarf planet.
And how did you know that?
Well, it's all right here in my knowledge database. Well, listen, I got to go to a ceremony. I'm getting an award for being the most intelligent human being in all the world. Goodbye, Mark.
Oh, okay, goodbye. Most intelligent being. Maybe I still am dreaming.